Sandy here, talking about torso rotation on Turtle Gym and our options. I've seen a lot of discussion on it, so let's just go over everything and how we can apply it to your body and your unit and modifications that we can use. It's really important to do it correctly or you do risk injury. So as with everything on Total Gym, everything comes from your posture. So if you're starting already with shoulders here and head forward, we need to look at that and open out your chest and get your shoulders back before you start doing any rotation work so you're not bent over doing it. So before we get started, let's look at how we do that. So you can just have a Pilates ball, which is really easy to find, or hit me up and I can find one for you. Now, the Pilates ball can be used to open up, or any little ball. If you've got some children, I'm sure you've got a ball. So come to the bottom of your Total Gym, grab the ball. You want to have your bottom right at the bottom. Remember, where we sit is really important. Everything comes from correct technique to make sure we don't get injured. So putting the ball between your shoulder blades, tighten your tummy and roll your way back down. Now, some people find this really difficult. You may need to put a block or a cushion behind you. Ideally, you want to be able to come all the way over. However, if your posture is intimidated a little bit and your chest is tight, start with your head propped up with a cushion or a block underneath you, or a book, and just open up the chest. Now you want to do a good 2 minutes, so this is a great time for you to take your morning deep breaths. So deep breathing is really important in mindfulness and fitness. Let's breathe in our nose and breathe out our mouth. And let's take this along into approximately 2 minutes, but for the sake of the video, I'm not going to do 2 minutes. So 2 minutes is up. Bring your head in, tuck into your belly, roll up, and just place the ball away from you. Feet down onto the floor, move down the glide board, and come up and attach your arm pulley. So let's go over the positions that we use for torso rotation. So I'm going to take the arm pulleys, put them in my hand closest to the tower, come and place them down for safety, and then just come into the mermaid position. Yes, it's a Pilates position, but doesn't mean you have to be doing Pilates to do it. Now, a lot of people are compromised in hip mobility here, and they find themselves up here. So how do we deal with that? Just start to roll the hip up and down. And you may not be able to do it straight away, but if you start trying and keeping it low, you will start to create more mobility and flexibility around your pelvis, which is ideal. So just rolling and lifting that hip up. Now, if you come back down and you can't pop it down, again, have a cushion close by, or a towel, or a book, and pop yourself down. Now, put your hands around the pulleys. You always want your backhand on top. I do see this done wrong. Keep it really good. So we're going to work from here, guys. So you're going to work with your oblique system and you hold. Now I'm going to turn from my waistline first and then come round and come back. Now put in breath with it. You exhale into exertion and you try and keep that hip bone anchored down. You're going to initially find it challenging, but you're going to feel amazing oblique system. Oblique system supports your back. So we always want to make sure we're working on the triplane movement, which is frontal, sagittal, and transverse. And this is transverse. So there we go, half a dozen in Mermaid. Now the next position, I see a lot of people with tall legs think you can't do low. Of course you can. All you do is get cued on here properly. So if you're down here and you're thinking my legs are hanging, it's because you haven't got the right muscles engaged. Put your bottom right at the bottom, right at the bottom, nowhere else. Take your legs and engage your quads. Cross your ankles over. If your legs are out here, you're going to just limit what you're using in the oblique system, which is why we're doing transverse. We're not doing it so much for shoulder. There's plenty of other shoulder exercises. So come back and engage. Quads are on, tighten, Now, here's how you know if you're doing it right. You will find your legs don't move around. If they do, you need to go back, stop here, zip up the tummy, engage your shoulders, engage your quads, and work around it in a half circle. So my backhand comes around again, and exhale all the way around. So breath in this way, exhale, come around. Inhale back, exhale around, inhale back, exhale around, inhale back, exhale around, inhale back. And again, exhale around and inhale back. Now, if you're challenged already because maybe you're a little bit overweight at the moment, then all we do is drop the front cable half the load. So that means half your body weight. Keep your legs up, engage again, zip the tummy, and exhale, come around. Now there's lots you can do with the rotation. You can do the 1, 2, 3 and 1 back, or you can go 1 around and 1, 2, 3 and back. And you can just play around with it. You can also hold and pulse, 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 pulse. You'll notice my legs aren't moving. Beautiful. Anchor down. Now I'm going to go to back, grab my other arm pulley, anchor down. Now, if you're coming up to kneeling, again, come in from behind, put your knees right to the front, not in the middle, not at the back, right at the front. Now, the knees are the base of support. So the wider you go, the more support you've got, but you're still working the bricks. So come on up and put your back hand around. Tuck into the belly, exhale and come around. Now, ideally, I should have taken my arm pulley system up another level because you want to look at the line of pull, which comes from the arm pulley insertion and all the way around. Beautiful. Now, same goes here, guys. You can let go of the front cable and just do the back cable if you want to. I will do that for the next one. So, I am going to take it down. Always anchor down when you want to move, when your feet are not on the floor. Safety. Now, let go of the top one. And I'm going to come down into the kneeling only position. Now, if you're compromised with knees, you won't be able to do this. Or you can put a pillow underneath you. So a little pillow tucked underneath is a really good tool, guys. So you can have that there. Now you notice I've got my knees forward. My feet are on the glide board, not hanging off the back. I'm lying on it, giving us mobility in our ankles as well. Come around and exhale all the way around. And as I said, there's lots of things that you can do in the torso rotation. So this is the basic torso rotation. You can take it into a wood chop. Lift, it's a diagonal reach, back arm doesn't bend, but the elbow is soft, and reach across. So a combination of all three will give you a really good torso rotation. All the way up. And then we can take that into a shoulder mobility torso rotation, anchor down to come up, put the knees back in line with the glide board, hold. Put your arms like you're holding a baby. Sit back so your quads are on, zip the tummy. Rock your baby. So this is just shoulders with stability and static hold. Then we're going to take that down into straight arms, and it's this like putting with a golf club, and we come across. And we can take that bigger, but keep yourself down and keep your chest up when you're doing so. Beautiful. So there's some options of what to do when you're in your side rotation position and all of the positions. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't go straight up to the most difficult one until you know you've got correct technique, breath, mobility and stability. After you've done your torso rotation, a really nice way to stretch it out is just take your legs around the other way. Come into that mermaid again if you can do it. You're going to find it easier with it up and your hip this this end. So we're going to come to the bottom of your glide board and exhale, big, reach over. And inhale, come back. Exhale, big, reach over. You keep your bottom arm that's on the toe bar nice and bent. And you keep your top palm facing down. And come back. Always use that exhale when you're in a stretch. And hold. And then finish off with a full reach out. You're going to feel it right down the side that you've just whipped. And come back in. So there we go, guys. Torso rotation, triplane movement. Take what I've just taught you, apply it to your body. Don't go too high, guys, because you're just going to use your shoulders and elevation, which is not what you should be doing. We want to avoid where we're going to keep using our upper tracks for everything. We want to work through all of the movement planes efficiently.